Just take a seat at Welde's audio desk and listen to the melodious concert. This is what it sounds like when the bottles are dancing, and we feel like filling them with our splendidly fresh Welde beer just for you. Optimized production stages always ensure the same high Welde quality. Empties. Money back is fine, but full bottles are much better, of course. So in you go, empties. First, the handy split crates are pushed onto a conveyor belt one after another. Then the crates are turned to face in the same direction for the next phase. Washing is done without a shower cap. Any tops left will be removed automatically. It's exciting stuff. The compressed air operated gripping device pulls Welde's fancy bottles out of the crates and places them on the conveyor belt. Moonlighting for the washer. So that the black crates keep their brilliance, they are sent into the washing plant to be cleaned intensively. That's great. Welde's fancy bottles are also getting a pounding. The bottles are cleaned by means of various brines and then rinsed several times using brewage water. Everything okay? In several quality control steps, bottles are checked for residual fluid or whether foreign matter is stuck to the bottlenecks. Damaged bottles are also rejected during this process. Just have a glance at Welde's confidential matter. The patented Welde tear-off latch is transported via magnetic conveyors directly to the closing device. Now let's get down to the thick of things. The heart of the bottling device is where the fresh Welde goes into Welde's fancy bottles. The fancy bottles are pre-stressed with carbonic acid. Then the beer is filled under counter pressure. Before closing the bottles, any air left in the bottleneck is driven out by frothing up the beer, thus removing all oxygen. The tear-off latch on Welde's fancy bottle bears the answers to all your questions and visions. Just ask the Welde Oracle your burning question. Get your head down and open the fancy bottle. The yes, no, or perhaps is written in the cap. We are often asked about the secret of Welde's unrivaled flavor. Professor Emoto from Japan found out that our beer can even gain quality through contact with positive ideas. Sounds very unusual, but since then we have been writing positive messages inside our labels. And these give our Welde number 1 pleasure, cheerfulness and more. Unconventional measures for exceptional delights. Kampai. We keep an eye on outward appearances and inner values. Any of Welde's fancy bottles that are not filled to the brim or labelled properly are kicked out. That's it. Simple to open, the Welde fancy bottles with their patent tear-off latch could not be easier to handle. The bottle opener? Don't even need it. Welde's reunion. Via automatically controlled conveyor belts, the fresh fancy bottles reach the packer. Here they are once again placed into the now brilliant black and cracker crates. Everything's hunky-dory. One pallet takes 40 crates, which is then secured against falling over and moved to our Fulls warehouse. But this is only a very short pit stop. We want to make sure that you, the customer, get our fresh beer as soon as possible. Because let's face it, why should we keep you waiting?